Hello, divas. We're here with part 2 of when someone says it's too soon. What does that mean? We're going to hone it in a little bit more because it's not necessarily too soon to date. I will say that people weren't really that surprised when I went out dating. It took me about 9 to 12 months to get back out there and date after my late husband departed. What they were really emotionally attached to was more of the fact that I fell in love. And can you really control that? I mean, am I supposed to say, okay, God, don't send me anybody that I'm falling head over heels in love with because it's too soon? I mean, what is that?
That's crazy talk.
That's crazy talk. I personally felt like, hey, if love showed up again, am I going to am I going to walk away from that? Am I going to push that away? No, I was not going to do that.
And I'm really glad she didn't.
I tried to tell him we weren't on the same page. He would not listen. Okay, so love showed up, and that's really what people were emotionally charged about.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that, dating a widow? Had you ever dated a widow before?
Probably a dozen of, no. I had never dated a widow before. When I read what basically her bio online.
And yes, he did read my bio.
I read everything on the bio. I knew that she was a widow. And to be honest, I really wasn't thinking I've got to treat her differently. The only thing that I knew that I needed to be aware of is to be sensitive that she had gone through loss. And I wanted to be sensitive to her loss.
And you were, right? In the app when you wrote to me. You were sensitive right through the app.
Yeah, and it was kind of a cross between I don't want to be insensitive versus I want to be sensitive. To me, it's like, it's the same thing with different semantics on how you say it. Yeah. But that was the biggest thing for me when I knew she was a widow, that I needed to be mindful and considerate and thoughtful towards her loss.
Thank you. You were right out of the gate. I felt like Jeff read my entire bio and he addressed everything in my bio. Now, men typically don't read bios. They typically don't read bios. It's okay. We don't get mad at them for that. They are most visual, so he saw and he liked what he saw. Some men do not like what they see when they see my red hair. We get interestingly enough, a lot of comments from men who think that the red hair or the red spot right here is a little bit too much for them. And it is for them. It is for them. We would just not be on the same page. Yeah. This was not a turn off for Jeff. In fact, it was probably more of a turn on. He was attracted to me.
Yes.
And he read my bio and he was even more so attracted to me. And he addressed everything in my bio. He addressed everything in that initial email. And I'm telling you, he took up every available character, because sometimes they don't give you a lot of space. He did, and he touched me. I mean, Cupid's arrow just came right off that page and literally grabbed me. He had done something no man had ever done, and so we carried on from there. But it was interesting because I didn't think I was looking for love. I didn't think I was ready for that.
You weren't, in a lot of ways. You were open to it, but you certainly weren't out looking for it.
Right.
And ladies, I would like to say, if somebody tells you it's too soon, Donna has already brought out too soon for whom? Yeah. And we're not saying that you have to go on out and get involved in a relationship. You might just want to go out and have some companionship, maybe some dinner.
Yeah.
You haven't been out for dinner with a man Lord, well,
that's what I wanted.
I'm thinking of one of the women. She had been married for like 35, 40 years, and her husband passed away. She hadn't been out to dinner with another man in 40 plus years.
Wow.
But the fact is, it's just dinner.
It's just dinner.
It's just dinner.
Yeah, I couldn't say no to that. I told him it was okay if he just wanted to take me for a drink, but he said, no, I want to take you to dinner.
I want to take you to both.
So he put his foot in the door, and he wasn't letting that door shut, and I give him a lot of credit for that, actually. So this is part 2. Remember, if you want to know the solid foundations of how I found not just one, but 2 true loves in a row, click the link below. There's a PDF free for you to grab, because this is what I literally followed as I went out into the dating world. Not only the first time when I met Pietro, but now with Jeff. So it was really interesting.
It was the three foundational things that you lived by and stood by and produced for you twice.
So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for clicking the links, leaving comments. And is there anything else you'd like to share, darling?
We appreciate when you guys watch. We hope that we're saying something that touches your heart, your soul, ministers to your spirit.
Yes.
Again, if there's something that you want us to talk about that you don't see that we have, just leave a comment. We'll look at it and we will basically say, let's go ahead and, because we want to cover what you're thinking. So.
And I think we're hitting the nail on the head a few times, especially divas. Remember,
it doesn't have to be that hard.